So I'm getting an odor of alcohol, so how much have you really had to drink tonight? So 136, so that's a lot more than 2 drinks. There you go.
I can't breathe.
On January 25th, 2025, a female officer on patrol noticed a vehicle fail to stop at a stop sign. She decided to conduct a traffic stop and began following the car. After activating her lights and sirens, she signaled the female driver to pull over. Once the driver complied, the officer approached the vehicle to proceed further.
Hello. Hello, Officer Carpenter, Pullman Police. So I'm stopping you because you did not stop at the stop sign coming off Monroe onto Stadium. That was a roll. Alright, can I see your driver's license, registration, insurance, please?
So 100% don't have my wallet on me. I was just dropping friends off really quick. I have my registration, but you could look up my license. Is that all right?
Do you want to grab your registration for me, please?
This should be. Oh, okay. This should be the correct one.
Alright. And do you have your current insurance as well?
Yeah. I just want to make sure I'm getting it.
What's your last name?
It's Serhini, Serrhini.
Okay. Would you step out of the vehicle for me, please? We can just come on the sidewalk right up here. Here. Will you blow on my finger, please? Blow hard. So I'm getting an odor of alcohol, so how much have you really had to drink tonight?
I've drank prior in the night, but not any time recently.
Okay, when do you think you had your last drink about?
Probably within 2+ hours ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to take some voluntary field sobriety tests?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Actually, right here is probably the flattest that we're gonna get.
Okay.
Would you turn my lights down one more notch? Thank you. Turn that down so it's not quite so bright.
Yeah.
Any drugs at all today? Prescription medications, anything like that? Okay. Do you wear contacts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Have you ever had a traumatic brain injury? Been diagnosed with a concussion?
A concussion.
Okay. Can you hold that for me, please? Okay, so while I'm walking you through these, I am evaluating you both on your ability to follow my instructions and on your performance on the tests. So I'm not trying to trick you. If you have questions, if you want to see something again, please just let me know and I'm happy to demonstrate it or answer your questions, okay? Alright, so for the first test, I'll have you stand with your feet together, arms down by your sides for me. Thank you. Alright, and I'm going to have you look at the tip of my pen here. And follow the tip of my pen with your eyes and only your eyes, okay? Don't move your head at all. I always hate that part because I'm short. Okay, so for this next test, I'm going to put you into a starting position. I'll tell you when you're there, and then I'll have you stay in that starting position while I explain the rest of the test, okay?
The moment the driver rolled down the window, the situation shifted from standard procedure to mild chaos. The missing paperwork set the tone while the odor of alcohol lingered like an uninvited guest that refused to leave. Still, credit where it's due. At least she stayed polite and cooperative, which was already far better than the usual late-night roadside drama.
So I want you to imagine a straight line coming out from in front of your left foot. Okay, and can you put your foot on that line for me? And then your right foot in front of your left foot touching heel to toe.
Do you want me to just...
Yes, please. Okay. Nope. I'm just going to put you in that starting position and then I'll explain this.
Okay.
Alright, so again, straight line coming out from in front of your left foot, right foot in front of your left foot touching heel to toe. Alright. Perfect. Okay, you can go ahead and begin.
Just turn around it.
Just do the whole thing as I instruct. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate this one while I explain it. Alright, so when I tell you to begin, actually I'll have you stand with your feet together. Arms down by your sides again for me, please. Thank you. Okay. When I tell you to begin, you're going to lift one of your feet, either or you pick, at least 6 inches off the ground. You're going to lock your knees so your legs are straight and your foot is parallel to the ground. Alright, you can go ahead and begin. Alright, you can stop. Okay, so the last one's just a voluntary breath sample. Doesn't replace the value of any test I might ask you to take in the future. You said you had your last drink about 2 hours ago. Have you had anything to eat since then? Okay. Alright. Have you ever taken one of these before? So you're going to wrap your lips around the tube, kind of like a straw, and blow into it. Steady, kind of as hard as you can, for as long as you can until you hear it beep when she folds it out of your mouth there. Nope, it's totally voluntary. It just gives me the best estimate of where you're actually at, because you said you drank 2 hours ago, and so this is the best estimate that we get of that.
You're willing to go ahead and take a deep breath and go?
So what happens if I refuse a breathalyzer? Is there any
So it's totally voluntary, but right now, given how cold it is, I'm trying to determine if you're doing poorly on some aspects of the test because of the weather, or it's because of the alcohol, and this is the only thing that's not affected by the alcohol, or not affected by the weather, I'm sorry, and it's solely by any alcohol that you've consumed, so that's why I was asking. That one is loud. Yep, but ultimately it's up to you.
I understand that, but also, I mean, I would hope that you would not think that I was intoxicated.
Well, your eyes looked like you were potentially intoxicated, and then you missed some steps on the walk and turn. And so I'd like to see how much of that is the weather and how much of that is what you had to drink.
As the field sobriety test began, the driver's confidence evaporated faster than her balance. She walked like a timid deer, each step a negotiation with gravity she kept losing. Then came the breath test invitation, sparking the classic routine of hesitation, negotiation, and conveniently timed confusion. Her resistance alone was already a loud hint of what the final result was going to be.
I understand that.
So yes or no?
I guess what are my options?
You can take the breathalyzer or you can not take the breathalyzer, but as of right now, I think you're impaired by something.
Okay.
You know, whether that's alcohol or contributed to by drugs like marijuana or something else like that. But right now, I think you're potentially impaired. So you can either do the PBT, and that gives me the best estimate of where you're actually at, and if you're being honest with me, or I have to make my decision about whether or not you go to jail for DUI solely based off of what I've already seen. It's doing its internal test, so it's showing all zeros right now. Alright, so big deep breath in. Here, see it says blow. So big deep breath in. Big deep breath in. Alright, and blow out as hard as you can. Blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder. Keep going. Blow, 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 blow. Perfect. Alright, you can watch it with me.
It doesn't, it doesn't go up, it just will.
Yeah. You said you were just picking up a friend?
Correct.
Where's she supposed to be going?
I'm just taking it from her.
Alright, so 136. So that's a lot more than 2 drinks. Alright. You said you had a couple of drinks about 2 hours ago?
Correct.
Alright. But a 136 is a lot more than that. So you are under arrest for DUI. Go ahead and turn around and put your hands behind your back for me, please.
Just relax your arms.
Relax your arms.
Pullman 458 has one in custody.
I'm just going to
DUI.
pull this sweater off of your...
Okay, so you're being audio and video recorded. The time is 02:44 hours, and it is January 25th, 2025. Yep, let's go this way. Okay, I am going to read you your constitutional rights. Okay, you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand the rights that I've read you? Can you tell me yes or no? I don't. Okay. So, we have to move your car or have it towed. If you give me permission, I'm happy to drive your car into the parking lot and park it. What would you like me to do?
What about my roommate and my friend? How are they going to get home?
Well, where's home for them?
It's in 2 different locations.
Okay. I will talk to them about that.
She hesitated before taking the test, like someone stalling before opening a report card they already knew was bad. Eventually, she submitted, clinging to the hope that the machine might show mercy. Unfortunately for her, the reading delivered its unfiltered truth without hesitation. She was awarded the silver bracelets, completing one of the calmest arrests ever captured on a body cam.
So, do I have permission or do I need to tow your car? Okay, so I have permission to drive your car? Okay.
Is there anything you want out of your car, your phone, or your wallet?
Yeah, I'm going to be taken and for how long I'm going to be there.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Can I ask where I'll be taken and for how long I'll be there?
Yeah, so I'll explain the whole process on the way. Okay, put your feet in there for me, please. Like I said, I'm not going to keep anything. I'm not tricking you. There's no mystery. I'll tell you exactly where we're going in just a second. Okay. Have you ever been arrested for DUI before? No. Okay. Thank you. If you want to grab a tote and put it in there. Karima, sit down. Karima, sit down, please.
I can't breathe.
Try to take some deep breaths.
Can I please get a tissue?
Sure. There you go. Karima, right here. Tissues. There you go. Here. I'll help you out. There you go.
I can't breathe.
Karima. Try to slow your breathing down. So now I have to read you a lot of things. Okay, some of that I've already read you before, but we're going to read it again. First is just your rights. Right. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right at this time to an attorney. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. If you are under the age of 18, anything you say can be used against you in a juvenile court prosecution for a juvenile offense and can also be used against you in an adult court criminal prosecution if the juvenile court decides that you are to be tried as an adult. You have the right to talk to an attorney before answering any questions. You have the right to have an attorney present during the questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you without cost if you so desire. You can exercise these rights at any time. Do you understand these rights? I need a verbal yes or no, please. I have read or have had read to me the above explanation of my constitutional rights, and I understand these rights.
The officer transitioned into the arrest phase with practiced efficiency, while the driver unraveled into emotional freefall. Tears joined the scene like late guests at a party who still managed to steal the spotlight. At the station, more tears, tissues, deep breaths, and the second reading of the full Miranda rights turned the routine booking into a theatrical display.
And your bracelet, please.
Please don't lose this.
We won't lose it. It's all staying right in this bin. Nobody moves the bin. If you want to put it in your shoe so it's more secure, you can do that too. We really should start keeping like plastic bags down here for jewelry because I hate that it's just flying around in there.
Forgive myself.
You're going to get the same bin to grab your stuff out of when you get released.
There comes
Yeah, right there. You could just put it in A if you want. You can leave those out too because we'll have to secure it in a second. Okay, so these are your breath test results. Right, so the legal limit in the state of Washington is a .08. You blew a .091, 091, 097, 098. And that's lower than what you blew in the field, which was a .136, because you were in there talking to the attorney for about an hour. Yeah, and this is your copy here. Alright, so here's your blanket. He put a cup in the cell for you, so you're going to go in cell A right there.
And then, how does it work when I'm released?
So in about 6 hours, somebody will photograph you, fingerprint you, and hand you your paperwork, and then you'll be released from here. And you'll be able to sit in the lobby, which is warm, and make any phone calls that you need to help get picked up, so that you don't have to walk anywhere.
I like your pancakes.
Alright, right in there. I'm not going to take your socks. Please don't flood my holding facility by pushing them in the toilet. So we're supposed to take your socks because people like to flood the toilet. Yeah, if you put them in the toilet, nobody will ever get to keep their socks again. Okay. Alright, you are good to go right in there, please. Yep, the one with the light on.
Oh, can I get tissues? Or is that not allowed?
You can't wear any kind of shoes in there.
No, just tissues.
Oh, tissues? Yeah, you can have a tissue.
dogs.
No, just go. Alright. Yeah, it's kind of a weird key.
By the time her rights were read and her belongings secured, she was sobbing as if the world had collapsed around her. Not just a simple arrest. Even the routine handling of her belongings felt monumental to her, magnified by sobs and shaky breaths. By the time she entered the cell, the night's lesson was firmly set. The woman was charged with driving under the influence, DUI. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to like it and comment your thoughts below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Kings of Raw Bodycam.